What's up, guys? It's your boy Luis Torres, and today we're gonna run through the ISP Decimator 2, the Fortin Zul, the ElectroHarmonix silencer, the Boss No Suppressor NS2, and last, the Phalanx by Highwind amplification. Let's go try these guys out. All right, guys, I'll try to run this quick. I'm using my 1991 ESP M2 Custom with EMGs, neck through body, tuned down to C# standard. Playing out of my Mesa triple rectifier, running through each round is each specific noise gate, utilizing the Pepper's Dirty Tree boost pedal, which is also an integrated preamp. So, first in line is the ISP Decimator 2. It's on. Off. Noisy, noisy, noisy. So, if you have an ISP Decimator 2, you already know that it's absolutely amazing. You don't have to do anything other than run it to the front of whichever amp you're using, and you're all set. Let's go to the next one. Next in line is the ElectroHarmonix silencer. Again, all of these pedals are running through the front only. And this one is the one I like the least. Only because in order for it, if you play anything that's staccato bass and you're, just galloping and anything along those lines, stopping quickly in between your riffs. The problem with the silencer is in order for it to work and be activated and work efficiently, it's almost over. It has to be at 110%. The problem with that is when you pick, those little hiccups. In order for this pedal to be just in line as far as the gate goes with all of these other pedals, the silencer needs to be where it is right now, and the problem is that there's too many pauses. It has to try I don't know what it exactly does, but because it's not like you hear anything and all of a sudden it kind of sidesteps. It's just like, oh, you want me to release the gate? Yeah, release the gate, but it's already too late. I'm on the second note. So all those hiccups is the reason why this thing is the worst one and the only pedal that I use through the effects loop, because I can adjust it differently, but I never use it through the front ever. Like, there's no point. It just doesn't work. All right, let's go to the next one. Next one is the Fortin Zul, and it's a great pedal. It actually works significantly better when you're using the key on the side. Again, these pedals, I'm not running anything other than through the front, and that's it. Not throwing anything through the effects loop. Most of these pedals work better, much more efficiently through the effects loop. But if you're like me, you just want to have it easy and upfront and done. And so the Zuul does a great job. If you have a Fortin Zul, you have to position the side switch to the 12 o'clock, or if you're looking at it, it's going to be to the right side. That's if you're using it without the key and through the front. In this case, the gate's open just a hair too long. You hear that? But again, if you use the key and you send you have to wire it so it works with either a tuner, so that way it sends it off separately. But either way, if you use the Zuul with the key, it actually works at the drop of a hat. I actually have it set to noon right now. If you use the key, it's, there's no reason to ever put it north of 9 o'clock. But again, the way I'm running it is exactly the way I'm running all of them. The Fortin Zul is absolutely amazing. Again, use it with the key and it'll be better, and you can still utilize it and run it through the front. Or you can use the key and run it through the effects loop and still be fine. Okay, let's go to the next one. But the Zuul's sick. And so is this next one. Up next is the Boss Noise Suppressor, the NS2. It sucks a little tone when you have to set it the way for it to work. You know what I mean? Not like the silencer. Oh, you know what this is like? This is like the silencer if it worked the way it's supposed to work. So you don't get that breakup on it. This actually does it perfectly, but there's definitely a little tone suck. I'm not gonna lie. Too off. Okay, let's go to the next one. And the last one on the list is the Highwind amplification Phalanx. This pedal, for a pedal that you can use not just through the front, but there's also a send return if you want to run it separately, also into the effects loop. This is going to be the best one of all of them. Still kind of hear that little ant, just like the Fortin Zul does, but I feel like for the most part, noise gates, if you want them to run really the way they should perfectly, you have to go ahead and run it through the effects loop. That being said, sometimes you need two, which is why ISP makes the Decimator Rack Pro, which allows you to run it through the front and run it through the effects loop. The reason why I like the Highwind amplification Phalanx is because it has the same thing where you can run it through the front and through the effects loop, and it doesn't cost double the price like some other ones do that offer that same option of having the dual. I mean, how much is the ISP Decimator Pro Rack? That thing's like $500. And then there's another company that creates a pedal that allows you to run the effects loop or the noise gate through the front and through the effects loop, and that thing's $400. This pedal is under $200, and it's absolutely amazing. You don't need any other pedal to run it. You don't need, like my Fortin Zul, whenever I utilize the key, I also have a Fortin Roach, and that was $100. So now I'm at $250 for the pedal, $100 for the Roach, and now I'm at $350. It works great, just like the Phalanx does, but that's going to cost you under $200 for this pedal. So, you know, there's that fine balance between this is better, but you have to get another piece, whereas this one is all built in, and you can basically do the same thing, and it'll sound great. So hopefully you like one of these pedals. Just my opinion, stay away from the silencer unless you're only going to use it through the effects loop. In that case, that's the only time that thing actually works. Aside from that, if you don't have a noise gate and you only have the silencer and you don't have an effects loop, just put a pillow in front of your amp. That's the only thing that's going to work, because that silencer, wah, wah. Again, just my 2 cents. They make great, you know, they make other gear that's great. Where's my 44 Magnum by ElectroHarmonix? Thing's great. Silencer, there's definitely better noise gates than the silencer. So check those out. In order, my opinion, again, Phalanx, Zuul, Boss, and then what? The heck was the other one? Oh, no. Phalanx, Zuul, ISP Decimator, then what? Then the Boss. Then the Boss, and then the silencer. Don't even get the other ones. They're better. All right, guys. Hey, listen. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't just yet. Hopefully, I made you guys laugh and are able to go ahead and make an educated choice on picking the right noise gate. To be honest with you, everyone always says that the Boss noise suppressor sucks a lot of tone. It does. It's not that much, dude. I mean, listen, it's a pedal that you can find used all day long for $50. For $50, without question, it's going to be the best noise gate that you can get. Everything else costs more. Are the other ones that cost more better? Yes. 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 It's like someone comparing the ElectroHarmonix 44 Magnum to and it's the one on the far right there. That's my Seymour Duncan Power Stage 170. You know, it costs more, but it's going to be better. You know, so the ISP. I mean, as far as the used market goes, you're going to find the Boss NS2 for about $50 used. You're going to find the ISP Decimator 2 used for about $85 in that ballpark. So it's a little more. The other ones, the Zuul, you're not, if you find it used, it's going to be in or around the new price. So it'll be around $200. The Phalanx came out, dude. There's only so many people with that thing right now. No one's going to unload that thing because it's an amazing pedal. And what else? That's it. The silencer don't even bother with. All right, guys. Hey, listen, again, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you tell all your friends about my crazy channel. Happy Halloween. Hopefully you guys watched the previous video where I went ahead and played Halloween by the Misfits. Yo, I'm a huge Misfits fan. Have been since I was a kid. So, give it up to Glenn Danzig and all the craziness that he wrote when he was a teenager. All right, guys. Hey, listen, thank you so much for watching. And as usual, I will talk to you guys soon.